Chapter 7, Example 2. Find the new drafts if a total weight of 400 tons is loaded 11 meters forward of amidships. So Example 2 and Example 1, the vessel is the same length, 180 meters. The distance from aft to your longitudinal center of flotation is 88.2 meters, and the distance forward to the longitudinal center of flotation is 91.8 meters. We need to calculate the distance of the load, which is 400 tons, 11 meters forwards of amidships, so it's 11 plus 1.8, so the distance is 12.8 meters. So the first thing we need to do is to calculate our bodily sinkage. The formula is our weight divided by the TPC. The weight is 400 tons, and our tons per centimeter immersion is 10. So our bodily sinkage is going to be 40 centimeters. Now we need to calculate our change of trim. And the formula for our change of trim is your trimming moment. And the trimming moment has to do with the weight that they've added times its distance to the longitudinal center of flotation. So it's your trimming moment divided by your moment to change your trim, 1 centimeter. So it's 400 times 12.8 meters divided by your moment to change your trim, 1 centimeter, which is 140 tons per meter. So your change of trim is going to be 36.57 centimeters, and this is by the head. So now that we've calculated our bodily sinkage and our change of trim, we need to calculate our change of trim aft and our change of trim forward. So our formula for our change of trim aft is going to be the distance from the aft perpendicular to the longitudinal center of flotation, and that's divided by the length of the vessel, multiplied by your change of trim. So the distance from the aft perpendicular to your LCF is 88.2 meters, divided by the length of the vessel, which is 180 meters, times the change of trim, which we calculated at being 36.57 centimeters. So our change of trim aft will be 17.92 centimeters. Now we need to convert this to meters, so we divide it by 100. So our change of trim aft will be 0.1792 meters. So now to calculate your change of trim forward, your formula is going to be your change of trim forward equals the distance from your forward perpendicular to the longitudinal center of flotation divided by your total length. Then multiplied by the change of trim. So the distance from the forward perpendicular to the LCF is 91.8 meters, divided by your total length of 180 meters, times your change of trim, which is 36.57 centimeters. So your change of trim forward will be 18.65 centimeters. Now we need to convert this to meters, so we divide by 100. So we get 0.1865 meters for our change of trim forward. So now that we've done these calculations, we're able to calculate our new drafts. So we have our original drafts. We've calculated our bodily sinkage. So for aft, the original draft was 10.3 meters. Your bodily sinkage is 0.40 meters, so we're going to subtract this. So our draft, taking consideration our bodily sinkage, is going to be 9.9 meters aft. Now for forward, we're going to be adding the 0.40 meters to the forward draft of 10.2. So we'll end up with 10.6 meters forward. So 9.9 meters aft and 10.6 meters forward. We now apply our change of trim. We're going to subtract it for aft, so it's 0.1792 meters. We're going to add the change of trim forward, so it's 0.1865 meters. So our new drafts aft will be 9.727 meters. And our new draft forward will be 10.787 meters.